I was a bit of an odd kid. I never quite fit in. I was one of 7 sons in a working class family. You'd catch me most days with a skateboard in one arm, Dostoevsky and a sketch pad in the other, and a charcoal stick behind my ear. I've been drawing and painting longer than I can remember, since the moment I could hold a pencil, I imagine. I fell in love with classical painting when I was 9, when I was gifted a book by a family member, just a coffee table book of high Renaissance paintings. And from that moment forward, I was obsessed with the old masters and classical technique. I gather inspiration for my work from a lot of different places, but most importantly, I'm inspired by classic literature, poetry, fairy tale, and storytelling. My entire process is inspired by the old masters. So I sit down on my easel, my old wooden palette, and I work in oils. And oil paint is sort of a long, grueling process in a lot of ways, but I love it. There's a quality you get out of oil paint that you don't get out of anything else. There's something about the way light moves through oil paint that is brilliant. But there's a technique and a process behind it all. I also love working in charcoal. It has this amazing ability in a way that's unmatched by almost any other medium. And I also use it when I'm preparing for larger oil paintings. So charcoal is kind of weaved throughout my entire process from start to finish. Most painters these days hold their paintbrush up close like you would a pencil or a pen. But older painters, classical painters, would have held long handle brushes a lot further back on the handle. And that allows you to see the entire painting while you're creating it. Oil paint has always been sort of magical for me. If you think about it, it's a very primitive material. It's oils mixed with minerals, and you're brushing that on linen and wood. But through a mastery of a technique, you can create movement and emotion, and light and shadow. And I just think there's something magical about that. One of the most enjoyable parts of my work is that I get to work closely alongside my oldest daughter. She comes into my studio while I'm finishing a painting, and we discuss the concept, and then she writes these beautiful little poetic prose statements for my larger allegorical and narrative works. And so she sits and types these up on this old typewriter on handmade cotton paper, and then that beautiful little poetic piece gets to be presented to the collector alongside these larger scale paintings.
Wrapped in the shawl of a pleasant summer warmth, she turns her head from the beautiful, guileless dream and finally awakens to the reality of a departing day and a field of wildflowers full in bloom.